Okay, so I have taken the metro to the center of Moscow. There's all kinds of stuff. There's a famous guy right there. Amazing buildings. I think that's Red Square in there. Yep, pretty sure that's Red Square. There was a lady giving tours in English. This is a museum of the War of 1812. Probably check that out later. Napoleon. See? Anyway, there was a tour. Lady was giving a tour in English, and I kind of hung along a little until she kicked me out. Everybody laughed when I said I was on my own. Cruel, cruel people. Okay, so this is the other side of the arch that you guys just saw. Here's guys dressed up, and they got axes and stuff, and lots of speakers blasting out English and Russian. I really don't know what I'm looking at, but it's all pretty neat. I'm pretty sure that is the Kremlin. I may not be educated, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Look at, I thought Big Ben was in England, but I guess I was wrong, because there it is, right there. I think this is another museum. All the buildings look like this. Pretty grand. It's very hard to get the camera back that far. Very, very tall buildings. And here is that famous red wall. It's pretty much what I know about Red Square right there. But all the buildings are really neat. I really can't believe I made it here, to be honest. Those subway systems are pretty confusing if you don't speak Russian. It's kind of neat being here, mostly Russians. Not a lot of English-speaking tourists from what I've seen, except for that one tourist group that I hung on to for a second. There's people doing TV interviews and people that got married. They're taking pictures and stuff. They were just having her twirl around. It's very, very big. Everything is big. Texans really ain't got nothing on this place for big. Look at this place. They didn't even put in the architecture. They just put up a drape drawn. Lazy, lazy. The clock tower just rang. I was trying to get that, but I turned on the camera too late. Okay, so this is not the Kremlin. Thought it was. But it is the Intercession Cathedral, St. Basil's Cathedral. It's pretty neat still. I'm looking over at the Red Square, and it looks to curve that way, which means I'm not even in it. I need to figure out where I'm going. Still, I'm in a pretty neat area. This is St. Basil's Cathedral. Ivan the Terrible built this after he defeated the Tartars. So it's a mixture of Tartar and Russian architecture. I just paid 250 rubles to come in here. Evidently, Ivan the Terrible really liked his bright colors. You know what they say about Ivan the Terrible and his bright colors. I don't know if I'm supposed to be recording. I'm probably not, but I'll do it until they tell me not to. That's kind of a cool one right there. read this later. I just came from in there. But I like it's the really old stuff. This made me laugh because it kind of reminds me of the bed I've been sleeping on for the past couple of weeks. And we'll just zoom in there so I can read all about it. Very, very steep stairs. So it just goes room after room in here. It's amazing how big this place is on the inside. This is an example of a really, really old rock. There's no description next to this big thing, but I think it is an ancient example of one of those things where you can put your face behind it and people take pictures. They had them even back then, folks. Tourists. St. Basil's Cathedral. That was it, folks. Now you don't have to pay the 250 rubles to come see it, because you saw it with me. Everybody's taking pictures of their loved ones here. It's making me feel just a little lonely. But you know, I'm a man, I can take it, whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna do it with you guys. Hello! This is me in Moscow. Okay. Okay, this is the last video inside the not Red Square, as that I found out is Red Square from some Englishmen. Anyway, I was walking along on this cobblestone thinking how much Amy would hate walking on it right now with her MS, but also thinking, hey, here in a couple of weeks she's not gonna have a problem with it at all. That's pretty exciting. Okay, oh, and by the way, they have stores all along, like Cartier and all the expensive ones. I'm gonna walk around the corner and get myself a mayasha, which is my new favorite Russian food. Okay, so this is the other side of Red Square. I haven't gone in there yet. I'm saving that for when David gets here. Museums and whatnot. Cool little balcony area where everybody's sitting. And McDonald's. And while I've had a lot of Russian food, I think I might try a little McDonald's. One thing I gotta say about McDonald's, you know, they get a bad rap, but even in Moscow, the fries take like fries. The Big Mac tastes like a Big Mac. They do serve beer and allow smoking here, which is really weird for McDonald's, but it's a good taste of home.